Welcome back to another round of Playing the Wizards with myself, Gandalf versus Alatar. Here we are on Gandalf's side. Sans Gandalf, he's not in yet, and we are at Bag End, and so we're in the untap phase. No one needs to untap. Now we go into the organization phase, and Sam will come in at Bag End, and we have The Moon is Dead. There are one of the tricky things about playing this ring-focused resource deck is that there aren't a ton of sites where you can go to pick up gold rings, actually. Not as many as you'd think. So, especially when we're trying to stay sort of geographically in the northeast. And so, one of the places that's not too far away is are the Isles of the Dead that live, and but it has an undead automatic attack, and so before I go and play The Moon is Dead, which doubles undead automatic attacks, I think we're going to want to go there, go to the Isles, pick up that ring there, and then we'll be free to play Moon is Dead. I don't think that there aren't as many other sites that we might want to visit that have undead attacks, but this is one, and it's very close to the Shire, actually. We're just it's freehold, wilderness, coastal, and so it's a pretty safe side path, and so we should go ahead and go there now and pick up this precious gold ring. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take Sam, Bilbo, and the rest and go to the Isles. So, like I said, we're going through the Shire, Cardolan, and then the Eriadoran Coast. So that's free domain, wilderness, coastal, and we're leaving from a freehold, and we're going to a ruin and lair. And we can draw one, our opponent can draw two. All right. Icy Touch. Other side. Okay. Giant and Dark Quarrels. Okay, so they're going through Cardolan, so we can play the Dunlending Raiders, which is 5 strikes of 8. We can play Brigands, of course. We cannot play Slayer. We cannot play Sellswords between charters, and we can't play Giants. So these are our 3 options, and they have a hazard limit of 3, so that works. We could play all of them. All the cards that we can play can be played if we wish. So let's start with the Dunlending Raiders. All right, they're going to attack them in Cardolan, and that is 5 strikes of 8. Okay, so I think I will tap Annalena and play Concealment to cancel the attack. This one's a little tricky, so we're gonna cancel. We're gonna hide from those raiders. All right. Okay, and so now we can play the Brigands. 2 strikes. If anyone is wounded, they must discard an item. The company must discard an item. 2 strikes of 8. Yeah, I think that this could work. So we're keying it to the wilderness. Okay, and we need to face the automatic attack as well, so we're going to have to do that somehow. But I don't mind waiting to untap if we must. We're just going to have to take it slow till Gandalf comes up. So I will tap Glorfindel to face a strike, and I'll tap Bilbo to face a strike, and he's going to tap the Elven Cloak. If I don't tap Bilbo, then they can place the strike where they choose, so I will need to tap Bilbo to guarantee that they don't focus on Sam. So Bilbo's tapping to cancel his strike, and so Glorfindel needs to face his strike. He has a prowess of 8. I could not tap, yeah. Could not tap. And just let Sam take it. Let's do that instead. Sam may make it, and if not, well, I don't know. Yeah, Sam may make it. We can't get the marshalling point anyway if Bilbo's going to tap and use the cloak. So, Bilbo taps the cloak, and then Sam is going to tap to face the strike, and we'll just try. Okay, 1 plus... Oh, 6. Oh, Sam is wounded. All right, body check. Oh, 9. Whew. Oh, boy. We almost lost Sam. Okay, and then the brigands, because they wounded, they can choose to remove 1 item. They're going to take the healing herbs. Oh, no, it's Defender's Choice. I'm sorry, so Defender's Choice. Okay, so I think I'm going to let them discard the Elven Cloak in that case. Okay, and then Glorfindel has the healing herbs. Okay. All right. And so for our final hazard, I think I will play Tidings of Bold Spies, playable on a company moving to a site with an automatic attack. This creates a duplicate automatic attack identical to the first. So, boom, Tidings of Bold Spies. And that may guarantee that they don't enter the site, I believe. Okay, other side. Okay, so Tidings of Bold Spies, we're just going to put this next to the site card for now. And we've arrived, so bag end goes back into the site deck. We did not need to tap bag end. And we've arrived, so our hand goes back to 8. We've got 7. Ooh, Rangers, okay. Rangers of the North. Okay, and we've arrived. We're in the site phase. The bearer can tap and discard this item to change the status from... Yeah. I think since I'm not tapped anyway, I think I'll play this card. So we're going to tap and bring Sam from wounded to untapped. And we're not going to enter the site, so Tidings of Bold Spies goes away. And that's the end of our turn. We can discard 1 and draw. This is tricky. I don't think we're gonna stand a chance to get the Rangers at the moment. So I may discard the Rangers. Yeah, I've just got to be a little ruthless here. Gildor and Glorian. Okay, well, he's already in play, so that isn't very helpful. And then on this side, right, well, at their end, I need to do 2 things at once. First, when they arrived, I would bring their hand back to 9, and Ivatha, hello. And then at the end of the turn, we can choose to discard 1. I think we'll get rid of Ivatha since he's dead. And we have the Rangers of the North. All right, okay, interesting. Things are getting interesting. Okay, and that's the end of their turn. So now we're back over here at Elrond's turn. Elrahir, and Gildor untap. Well, no, Gildor doesn't untap. Okay, because of rescue prisoners. Orphan goes from wounded to tapped. And I think I need to tap Elrond. We're going to keep facing corruption checks if I don't get rid of this card. What do we need to roll here? It has to be greater than a 6. Oh, man, that's not the easiest roll. But let's give it a shot. So Elrond, being a sage, can tap to attempt to remove Pale Dreammaker. He's going to do that. And he rolled an 8. Okay, so that takes care of that. And then Gildor, it's the organization phase, so Gildor is going to store rescue prisoners at the Haven. Very nice. Okay. But he remains tapped. And so most of our company is tapped. We would need to, if we want to do something this turn, we would need to do it with Elra here. Now I could pass Orcrist to Gildor and attempt to get Elra here untapped to a... I could? I don't know about that. We also could just go to a site where the Sword of Gondolin can be played and then wait a turn. Yeah. The Barrow Downs is one. Mount Graham is another. Let's go to the Barrow Downs. Yes, it has an undead attack. Yes, my opponent seems to be playing undead, but I think we can take whatever they have to throw at us. So let's go to the Barrow Downs, and it's a double wilderness, leaving from a haven, going to a borderlands. And if we can get over here there, maybe we'll tap. If we're not, we'll wait and enter the site next turn. We've got a commanding lead, so no need to do anything reckless. All right, so let's see. We can draw one. Our opponent can draw two. Okay. Cora Hill. Okay. Halfling Stealth. Barrow White. All right, they're going to the Barrow Downs, but unfortunately, the Barrow White is not playable at the Barrow Downs. Only Shadow Holds, Dark Holds, Shadowlands, and Dark Domains. So, yeah. We won't be able to play the Barrow White on them. Which means we won't be able to use Icy Touch. I want to play The Moon is Dead. In fact, that would be a great card to play on right now because it would double the undead automatic attack for them at the Barrow Downs. But the problem is it would also double the undead attack for me at the Isles of the Dead That Live because we did not face that yet. We will face that next turn probably, and I feel like we as a company are weaker than they are, and so that attack. The attack we would face is more powerful than the one that they would face. So I'm not going to play The Moon is Dead either. Yeah, that's tricky. Well, I am afraid we're just not going to be able to play any hazards on them. So we need to discard back down to 8. And so I'm going to discard Gildor, of course. He's already in play, and unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to discard the Barrow White. Okay. So, that's all we have to do against them. Back up to the other side. Okay, and then we need to discard back down to 8. I'd still love to pull this Elfstone, maybe at the same time as the sword. The Cock Crows, it's a great card once Gates of Mourning is in play, but yeah, it's not in play yet. And yeah, I think Dark Worlds is probably the card. I mean, I don't see myself bringing Baratar in, but I could definitely bring him in if as a good companion with Alatar. If Alatar comes up anytime in the near future, we'll see. All right, but all right, that's I still need to discard. Yeah, Elrond is not in Rivendell anymore, so I might end up just discarding Baratar. Yeah. I really don't want to try and pull the Rangers with Elrond, but if I pull Vilya, I could definitely manage it. So yeah, that's a possibility. Getting Baratar in is less of a possibility. I just have to go with what's more likely at the moment, and that seems unlikely. And Soul Swords also seems a bit unlikely. Maybe I don't know what they're planning on doing after they get whatever they're going to the Isles to get, presumably a ring. But yeah, at the same time, I doubt they're heading to a border hold or a shadow hold right away. This is tricky. They're probably more likely, I don't know, go do what they were going to do at the Old Forest next. Yeah. The Old Forest is a border hold, right? Yeah, I think so. Is that right? Yes. Okay. Yeah, I could get them there. Let's discard Baratar. Okay. All right. And now we're at the Barrow Downs, and we can do our sight phase. Unfortunately, no one's untapped except Elra here. I could probably face the attack successfully, and then let's see, 3. He's gonna have an 8 prowess, back down to 5 if he chooses not to tap. 5 to beat 8. He could almost certainly beat that. The bigger problem is I can't pull Elfstone, and I can't. I know it's uninteresting, but I would like to have Elfstone. I would like to have the Elfstone. And and I don't want it to just be stuck in my hand forever. So I think we're just gonna wait. It's the less interesting option, I realize, but I think we've got a commanding lead. Let's just wait. Everyone will untap next turn. We'll have. I doubt they'll be able to hurt us too bad, and then we can face this automatic attack and then play both of these items and get them out of our hand and move on. Okay, all right. So we're going to choose to do nothing during the sight phase, and then at the end of turn phase, we should discard and draw. We've got to try and find Alatars as soon as we can. Otherwise, we're limited to what we can do. So I'm going to discard Cockcrows and draw. Golem. Okay. Other side. And here we are at the end of turn phase for this side, and we need to discard 1 and draw. Ah, boy. Also tricky. Yeah. The prowess of 1 undead attack is modified by +1. They're going to have to face that undead automatic attack, and I could even place Icy Touch on the automatic attack. There's nothing limiting it. I don't want to lose that. Oh, I really hate to discard Marvel's Told. It's such a great card, but I don't really need it at the moment. So I'm going to discard Marvel's Told, and we'll draw Gandalf. All right. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, great. And that's the end of the round.